Short on strikers, 3 missing, including top scorer Walter Pandiani. Carlos Aranda and also Daddy are out as Messi gets his first run at that Osasuna defence. This is Ibrahimovic, turned aside by Ricardo, picked up here by Alves. And in goes Ibrahimovic again, who had a less than assured match at Zaragoza. Managed to get a late penalty. And what a wonderful moment that was in that Barca win at Zaragoza, when yet another mesmeric run from Messi earned that late penalty. He'd already, of course, scored that hat-trick. Messi could easily have put the ball down and got his fourth, but handed the ball to Ibrahimovic. It was so typical of the young Argentinian. He's so humble.
The opposition, who are here at the Camp Nou, which really we're talking all about Lionel Messi, but you have to say,
Iniesta into Messi. Tried to slip in Iniesta again. It was well defended by Azpilicueta, and it was an important interception from the Osasuna defender. Well, Pep Guardiola was asked after the match against Zaragoza by journalists to talk about Messi. He said, "Put your own superlatives in. I've run out. Haven't we all?" Here's Ibrahimovic. Easy interception for Josecho.
I said it'd be interesting to see what Messi would be like if he had a right foot, Kevin. Hey?
He'll be half decent when he matures as well. Guardiola went on to say it makes no sense for him to be as good as he is at the age of 22.
Well, you've got to look at some of the greatest players that have played. The Maradonas, for example. He was only a young lad when he came to fruition, and he's hoping to follow him. But with Maradona at the helm of Argentina, who knows what's going to happen this World Cup.
Juan Fran, that's onside. It's a poor line from Barcelona, and
there are always areas where you could possibly catch out Barcelona, because Alves and Maxwell will go into advanced positions, and those areas in behind will always be areas of concern.
More concern now as Messi feeds Henry. Oh, fed in so invitingly for Ibrahimovic. The flag was up for offside, but it takes nothing away from the quality of the ball in from Thierry Henry.
No, it was a fabulous ball.
18 months out of the Barcelona team. Gabi Milito with an awful knee injury. Here's Messi springing clear and clearly pushed. Referee Velasco Caballo with an easy decision there. With every reason to be terrified of Lionel Messi when he gets into those positions.
Well, the problem occurred when Josecho decided to try and play him offside. Flanio was playing in behind, and I think it was Josecho who actually brought Messi down. Worrying moments for Osasuna.
Dani Alves. You bet. He certainly had Ricardo scrambling a little. Took an obvious deflection for a corner.
Yeah, you can see, I don't think it's the greatest free kick. He looks to go in towards the near side post. Ricardo was having that.
Was noticeable. They'd pushed Josecho back onto the goal line, though. It's poor handling by Ricardo. Here's Henry. Oh, and the goalkeeper just about regained his ground. Couldn't take any chances. It might just have been hitting the post or going wide, but a smart
ball was going slightly into the corner of the goal.
This time away by Juan Fran. Here's Yaya Toure. Messi. Busquets. Messi again. Iniesta. A little bit of room now for Maxwell. Ibrahimovic.
That vote of confidence, because we know he's only scored 2 in his last 9 games.
Overhit, defeats. Toure unable to take it with him. Messi almost driving into a shooting position. Here's Dani Alves. Azpilicueta getting an important head to that to prevent the ball reaching Messi. And a free kick
But we also know in the last season as well, 42 points with Real Betis went down last year.
Yep.
So they still need a dozen or so points.
To involve Dani Alves, much to his annoyment. 3 times Alves has looked to spring in behind Camuñas, who's doubling up as the extra left back with Monreal. Here's Messi. Audible buzz around the Camp Nou as he went seemingly into overdrive there and then had to check. Here's Alves. And the little Toure. Messi. Past one, not the second. Joan Laporta in the middle at the front, the Barcelona president, always known for an excitable quote or two, label Lionel Messi the best player in football history. I think that might be a tad premature. I think the time to judge that is some years hence.
About another 6 years when he's about 30, when he's coming over the hill.
I want to be around for all of it.
Sure, don't we all? But then there'll always be another factory. There'll always be somebody else coming from Argentina. There'll always be somebody in Spain as well. There's always exciting players all over the world every 2 or 3 years, Kevin.
But let's enjoy Leo Messi while we've got him, because really players of his ilk don't come around very often. Here's Messi linking now with Alves. Such a good understanding, that pair. Toure. Here's Messi. Oh, lovely ball. This time onside, Ibrahimovic.
Well, once again, Lionel Messi just with the outside of his right foot. And I'm looking at Ibrahimovic. I don't know why he doesn't try to stand. But once again, Messi is in the thick of the action once again.
It's Messi's corner, away by Monreal. Iniesta. 4 waiting for a cross. Tidied up by more details of that. This is Iniesta. Alves.
At least he got his body over the ball and didn't sky it high.
Messi's corner.
But then we can say that about Barcelona as well.
Here's Messi spinning in behind Monreal. It's Osecho who can't go back with Ricardo. Messi looking to spark Barcelona as he's done so often in a glittering career here. This incidentally is Leo Messi's 200th game for Barcelona, 114 goals.
Poor strike right then, Kevin.
Gets away from Messi. Looked like a push by Masoud, but Barcelona have possession. Here's Messi. Well, we're blinking in disbelief here.
To play in their certain positions, especially Juan Fran and Camuñas. More like Camuñas, who makes those diagonal runs.
Here's Henry. Very good chances, one each for Vadoc and Nekunam. And on the occasions that they have made inroads, particularly in the latter part of the first half, Osasuna have continued to look threatening. Strange night at the Camp Nou. It's goalless at the break.
It was. His first touch was very, very laden. And then his effort to get to the ball, well, we saw what happened.
Oh, lovely ball from Messi. Here's Iniesta, now playing in the advanced left-sided striking role in place of Henry. Messi. Iniesta. Osecho. Taken by Andres Iniesta. And Messi. Got another 40 or so minutes to maintain that high standard.
Messi gets that ball in and around that box. There's 3, 4, 5 white-shirted players. Any sort of opportunity.
Now Messi finding a little bit of space. Pedro looking for Messi. It's away, it's stretched by Flanio. And one or two early signs that the players are heeding are on top. They're both on 68 points, only by virtue of a better goal difference of 2. But once they play the second Clasico, head-to-head will rule who sits on top of the pile. Here's Messi! What a clever pass from Pedro. Pass of the night so far, and that little man was almost at it again.
Well, Pedro's done so well. He's received that ball on the right-hand side. He's made inroads in towards the left. And you see that Messi has made a great run in behind Flanio and Josecho. And he just needed that little extra half a yard. Possibly he could have done with Ibrahimovic's legs there.
Iniesta. Messi. Here's Messi. The stage is set for the brilliance of Messi to save Barcelona again, but even he has caught the bug of the Busquets. Messi trying to burst into a gap, which he's so adept at doing, of course. It's a throw only. Toure. Useful ball in. And Barcelona are claiming a corner. Messi was looking to provide the opening goal, but the referee, Velasco Caballo, decides it will be an Osasuna goal kick.
Well, that's a decent ball in by Yaya Toure, but you have to say with Flanio, who is marking Messi at the far post, he has a little look, sorry, the official on the far side, and saying that was offside, but I'm not so sure myself.
Iniesta. Lionel Messi springing forward here to good effect is Dani Alves. Old Bojan Krkic, who's been very frustrated despite his tender years.
They're certainly not scared of Barcelona.
No, 50% of their last 8 visits they've not lost in the league. A little over a quarter of the game to go. Vadoc's foul on Messi. No nonsense from, and how often these players have been preciously close to it in his 18 months in charge. I can't remember them playing as badly as this for 70 minutes for a long, long time. Oh, it's a header from Keita! Well, I said
Alves has put into the box. You have to say that was a great run, great header, but great goalkeeping as well. Just to get the ball away.
Well, Barcelona still hogging so much possession. Don't go too far away, will you? We've got another match from the Mestalla. Valencia hosting Malaga next. Sky Sports HD 3 and 3. Barcelona now beginning to crank up the pressure. Great run from Maxwell! And Ibrahimovic finally comes to life when his side needed it most.
Ball from his partner behind him, and he would have created a better opportunity than Masoud. As we see another booking.
A book out there for Josecho. Monreal with an important foot in. Here's Nekunam. It's Ruper who came on, beg your pardon, not Gallan. Now then, 3 on 2 here. Can Osasuna exploit this? Masoud is running into traffic. Real chance when begging there for the away side. Messi. Keita. Bojan. Referee right on the spot. No histrionics from Messi. It's one of the traits, one of the many that we so enjoy about him. Lots of players would have thrown their arms up and run after the referee, but he probably should have had the free kick, really, but just decided to accept that the referee didn't see anything wrong here.
Yeah, but the great thing about Lionel Messi, for any youngster watching him, if you talk about ultimate professionals, he is an ultimate professional. He just gets on with the game. I dare say he may have only picked up maybe one booking this season or whatever. In respect of red cards, I can't see that myself, but he is a model professional as far as I'm concerned, and any youngster watching should really take note of what he actually goes about and does on the field of play.
He is the ultimate role model. Here's Keita. Feels for a
season. I'm sure it won't be very long before one of the big two in Spain get his signing.
Only 20. The Osasuna right back. Quickly taken free kick by Messi, and Iniesta springing in behind. It's Azpilicueta's challenge again. Messi facing up Josecho, and between them Puñal and Camuñas will tidy up for Osasuna. Iniesta and Messi leaning in on Josecho, surely going to stay intact. That of Isidoro Langara of Real Oviedo, the only player in La Liga history to score 3 successive league hat-tricks. There was a little tug there outside of Azpilicueta. Iniesta had only designs on staying upright, though. He probably should have had a free kick. Here's Alves. That Langara record, by the way, 75 years ago. Messi, at least the first Barcelona player ever to score back-to-back league hat-tricks. Iniesta certainly asking some questions here. It's Messi! Well, he may not be on for another triple, but everybody, and I mean everybody, expected the back of the net to ripple there.
That's a great little ball in by Iniesta towards the edge of the box. And as you're right in saying, nobody wants to go and challenge him. I think it just clips the outside of the post. Everyone expected in the Nou Camp to see that rustling in the back of the net. And that's what Messi can do. Just those quick little feet, just manipulating that ball slightly to the left-hand side, giving them that little half a yard. And oh, that should have been in the back of the net. We keep saying that the superlatives against Lionel Messi, and we get disappointed when he doesn't score. But when you see skill like that, Kevin, you just have to hold your hand up and say, oh, just sheer brilliance.
And one of the irony of all ironies, David, is the man he most closely resembles, Diego Maradona, now his national team coach, is the man who is currently not getting the best out of the world's best. South Africa may be a different story.
No, you're right. That's what you're saying, Kevin. In the World Cup qualifiers, it's one of the poorest that I've seen Lionel Messi play. But you have to say that quite a few about a lot of the Argentinians, and that's why Maradona's gone and used 60 or 70 in that squad to try and get themselves through, albeit on the last game. Was that against Uruguay or something like that?
Yeah. Who did well, particularly in the first half, when Osasuna had an excellent opening 10 minutes, had 2 great chances to score through Vadoc and Nekunam. It's a foul by Messi. Azpilicueta's done well again, and there is a rare outburst, having just praised him a few minutes ago. Messi had a little tantrum there. and has been booked.
I think he chucked the dummy out the pram there, Kevin. You give him all his superlatives and he goes and lets you down. But you have to say that he's had a go at Azpilicueta, who for me has been the best player for Osasuna this evening. And he's been frustrated because the 20-year-old has got the better of the 24-year-old.
Well, he expects from the champions this evening. Normally so single-minded when they get in positions like that. Messi denied at the last moment from the Argentinian. Now Messi. And again, disappointing from Dani Alves.
Keita, good header, good save by Ricardo. But that's not really Daniel Alves' game. He's better than that.
Well, that was incredible from Messi. He was off balance, but still managed to get to his feet and twist and turn those white-shirted Osasuna players. And they were all hoping, I think we all were, with due respect to Osasuna, that that was going to be another special Messi run. Most importantly, Barcelona have the 3 points. Zlatan Ibrahimovic with the opening goal. It took a long time in coming. Bojan Krkić off the bench to get the second. Barcelona 2, Osasuna 0.